Real Madrid has won 14 Champions League and they want the 15th. And it's clear to as clear as day now, Breton. Mbappé rejected 700 million in 1 year from Al Hilal. Why? Because he's in the seek of greatness. The inevitable move to Real Madrid is happening. TIC-TAC. Vini, Rodrigo, Mbappé. That is it. Ballon d'Or contender, no, favorite if he goes to the to Real Madrid. I wanted to start with this because it's facts, isn't it, Breton?
It is. And it's, I think, no less than what I expected. I just didn't see Mbappé saying yes to the check just yet. And listen, hey, the AFC Champions League is an interesting tournament. It's so incredibly expansive. I mean, come on, Japanese teams play Saudi teams. Saudi teams play. It's amazing in and of its right, but obviously it doesn't have the history and the prestige that the UEFA Champions League at this moment does, and that is solely on Mbappe's mind, because let's be honest, you had Mbappe, you had Neymar, and you had Lionel Messi, three of the most transcendent players to play this game in a very long time, and you could not get it done with them. So where does Mbappe need to go?
To Real Madrid.
Not to Al Hilal. He needs to go to Real Madrid.
Let me ask you this, Breton. Does this Real Madrid team, adding Mbappe, number 9, win the Champions League? Or is the favorite in your eyes?
Oh, is the favorite in my eyes somebody other than them?
It's Man City, man.
I mean, of course it's Manchester City. You add Mbappe, though, and right away I believe Real Madrid might step over them. Might step over them. This is different in my eyes than the comparison you made me make last week when you said if Mbappe winds up at Arsenal, right? Real Madrid, their midfield is what sets this apart. You add Mbappe, and you have Vinicius, and you've got Rodrigo, and you have this midfield behind them that will be good and central to their success for years to come. And the way that this nice little tactical shift is working out with Jude Bellingham at the 10, I mean, you've got me at least insanely intrigued. And I think with the addition of Mbappe, Real Madrid would certainly jump above Pep Guardiola's Manchester City as favorite to win the Champions League next
City
season.
with Haaland, Real Madrid with Mbappe, and Vinicius Jr. That's what the world wants to see. Bold competitions. And I agree with you. Mbappe at Real Madrid is the favorite to win the Ballon d'Or. Real Madrid are the favorite to win the Champions League. And the Premier League isn't happy about that. That's why Arsenal wanted Mbappe. That's why Man City tried. Chelsea even tried, but no can do. The greatness of Real Madrid cannot be matched. The idol of Mbappe is Cristiano Ronaldo. Where did he win the 3 Champions League? It was at Real Madrid. Only Mbappe, only Real Madrid will make Mbappe be happy. Honestly, in my point of view. So this is what we got to see. And I'm curious too to see Ancelotti. I believe Ancelotti will be coaching the Brazil national team. And if Zidane comes back to manage Real Madrid with Mbappe there, Vinicius there, bold scenario. But you stepped on a topic that I want to talk. And if you're liking the Real Madrid video, like this video, people, and comment your opinions. Jude Bellingham, number 10. Jude Bellingham in the number 10 role. Honestly, in the next 3 years, he could become the best midfielder in the world. And it's no debate. Everybody should understand this. If you're learning from Modric, Kroos, if you have Tchouaméni next to you, Camavinga, that they're playing in the same national team, and Mbappe is in front of you in the future with Vinicius, honestly, Bellingham, go bold. Honestly, because Bellingham just has the potential, and I'm going to say Jude Bellingham, I'm so happy about the decision of you going to Real Madrid, because it's the right decision. A kid from Birmingham, then going to Dortmund, then going to Real Madrid now. The next 10 years, the English market is all going to be looking at you and hoping that you are the Ballon d'Or winner that they want since Michael Owen. And honestly, I believe he's the favorite to do so at Real Madrid, because he's a Champions League winner, always contender. Wanted to say.
And a move to the 10 is absolutely critical to Jude Bellingham ever being into the conversation of a Ballon d'Or, in my opinion. So that Jude Bellingham, you hit it on the head in terms of the English market. I mean, Real Madrid has its history with English players. I mean, we all know David Beckham played there, but David Beckham did not win a Champions League there. David Beckham he was actually not that successful there. He won a La Liga. I think he may have won a Supercopa or something like that, but he did not win many trophies. Okay. The winningest at Real Madrid was Steve McManaman. Actually, one of my favorite players growing up. I remember watching him in the 96 Euros, and I'm dating myself here for sure. But Steve McManaman won 2 Champions Leagues in 2000 and 2002. There's only been 6 Englishmen to play for Real Madrid. That counts Jude Bellingham at this moment in time. And I know you said he could go on to be a Ballon d'Or, but there's one thing that's going to be certain. I believe Jude Bellingham will definitely be the winningest, the most successful, the best Englishman to ever put on the Real Madrid shirt. I don't think that that's that bold to say, but it's just starting. And here's what's the most crazy thing about the Jude Bellingham phenomenon. It is that I feel it in my bones that he's going to be successful.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Everywhere he goes right now, there's something about him. What do they say in French? The je ne sais quoi. There's something about Jude Bellingham that just emanates like he is out to be successful. I believe Kylian Mbappé also has this vibe to
Jamal
him.
Musiala too.
Jamal Musiala, yeah, sure. But Jude Bellingham, for me, it's just like to be able to, I don't know, have your jersey retired at Birmingham City when you literally played there as a 16 and a 17-year-old, to then make a big leap to one of the most rabid fan bases in the Bundesliga and become not just a great player in the Bundesliga, but also a captain in many respects for Borussia Dortmund, and then to make the next step for Real Madrid and already have such a positive influence on how Carlo Ancelotti sees you, and already wanting to make tactical shifts to make sure that Jude Bellingham is the focal point of your midfield. This kid is special, and he's only 20 years old. It's insane.
It's the start.
Insane.
And Florentino Perez, even, I think he's going to sign Mbappé. But even if they don't sign Mbappé, this is an elite window from my point of view. Because surrounding him, Mbappé, you need to have a top team. And getting Jude Bellingham. Fran Garcia is a great left back. Brahim Diaz coming back just to be as an option. And then you have Arda Güler. The potential of Arda Güler. If you see those training session videos, boy, oh boy, the technique on him is elite. And once again, if he's confident, if he's playing the right minutes, the potential of Arda Güler is to be one of the best players in his position. And Real Madrid, to get a player like him, the Turkish market, to hit the Turkish market too, honestly, is fantastic to see. But wanted to say too on the big not congratulations, but credit to Florentino Perez. He is the one that keeps on making this happen. Real Madrid still being Galácticos. And the truth is, Mbappé is coming to Real Madrid because Florentino Perez knows how to do business. He knows the time is how to do a deal. And look at the team that is at Real Madrid now with Jude Bellingham. How can you say no to Jude Bellingham, Camavinga, Vini, all players that Real Madrid developed big time? Like, I know Camavinga was at Stade Rennes. I know Vinicius Jr. was at Flamengo. But they had a big impact in their developments as players. And I cannot wait when Tchouaméni improves too. That I think this season will be different from Ancelotti in the past seasons. So I believe Courtois will be in goal for Real Madrid. I believe they'll be having Carvajal, Eder Militão, Alaba. I think they'll be playing like this. Don't you think, Breton? I think Modric will be starting. Kroos too. Kroos is staying. Kroos is staying. Like, to have a player like him to long-term, like a legend. Kroos will retire after being at Real Madrid. And honestly, Kroos, in my point of view, just like Thomas Müller, just like Busquets, kind of, but Kroos more is underrated. Underrated for how much he has done. Like, he left Bayern, no more talk about Kroos, honestly, because he's just vital. Just vital to Real Madrid. And 25 million.
It's true. I mean, you know, he's got the heir. The heir to Kroos is like the heir to Busquets in that sense. It's watch what he does, right?
Yep.
And not what, because to be honest, that's how you play football. And I don't know. There's no better way. I mean, the guy's a winner, and there's no better way to share the value of what Toni Kroos brings to the Real Madrid 11. But at the same time, they do have to step aside at some point, and there needs to be more of the expectation put on the shoulders of the younger midfield that they have put into place, because this can't be a throw them into the fire. And Ancelotti is already preparing for that. So I'm immensely excited to see Real Madrid. I am immensely excited to see Real Madrid versus Barcelona. Who knows, maybe Atleti can make things up. But the El Clasico, I've said it once, I've said it probably actually 10 times now. The El Clasico is back. The intrigue has different names. But my goodness, is it back? And we are excited, and it's something that will always be circled on my calendar for this year, and something tells me for many years to come. But there's one I just need to go back before I forget this, because, you know, Florentino Perez, I gave him shtick, not that he cares what I say, but Florentino Perez, I mean, he's coming off of a very tough season for Real Madrid from a success standpoint. I mean, you lost La Liga title when you had a stronger roster per se.
I get you.
And yeah, the Champions League, yep, but you wound up getting wiped clean by Manchester City, or wiped dirty, whichever way you want to put it. But I do have to like the little nuances, little things that don't get necessarily picked up. And it might not be Florentino Perez doing all of this. It might be the advisory team around him. Listen, to pick up that Jude Bellingham has an Irish grandmother, and that they don't have to waste a non-EU spot on Jude Bellingham if all they do is ask him to get his Irish passport. That is just next level, you know, looking at the right stuff to make sure that you always have roster flexibility.
Being professional.
And that's something and that's something that Real Madrid does that I don't think that Barcelona is playing catch up on, 100%. In my opinion.
Javier
so little things like that.
Though. I like them, though, but I agree.
I know you
Calafate and Florentino Perez, they do a lot of great work. And this season, look, Real Madrid, they're going to be favorites. And you said it, 10 points Real Madrid finished behind Barcelona last season. Yes, they got battered by Man City. And now with Mbappé there, with Vinicius improved, with João any better, Valverde, Camavinga, so much youth that is improved. I have high expectations for this season. But tell us yours, people, in the comment section down below. And don't forget to like this video.